Welcome, dear viewers, to a realm where the sun barely dares to shine and the air itself bites with the chill of eternity. Welcome to the Arctic, a land of desolate beauty and haunting silence where the frozen ground holds secrets best left undisturbed. We're venturing tonight into the heart of this frozen wasteland where shadows stretch long and memories linger like ghosts in the snow. For beneath the shimmering aurora and the breathtaking expanse of ice and snow, whispers echo of souls lost to the cold, their spirits forever bound to the Arctic's icy grip. Tonight we explore three tales of these frozen ghosts, stories whispered on the wind and etched in the very ice itself. Prepare yourselves, dear viewers, for the journey ahead is not for the faint of heart. Our first chilling tale takes us deep into the heart of the Arctic wilderness, a place where the sun seems to struggle against the relentless grip of winter. It's a story about ambition, about the allure of the unknown, and the price some pay for daring to venture too far. Our protagonist, if you can call him that, is a man named Captain Elias Markham, an explorer driven by an insatiable thirst to chart the uncharted. Markham, they say, was obsessed with conquering the Arctic, with planting his flag on the very top of the world. He assembled a crew, hardy souls drawn by the promise of adventure and the glint of gold, and together they set sail into the vast, unforgiving white expanse. Their ship, the Aurora, cut through the icy waters, leaving a trail of black smoke against the stark white horizon. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and the Aurora sailed deeper and deeper into the Arctic embrace. The sun, a pale ghost in the sky, offered little comfort, and the men began to feel the bite of the relentless cold. Then one day the unthinkable happened. A storm unlike any they had ever seen descended upon the Aurora. The wind howled like a banshee, tearing at the sails, and the waves rose up like icy mountains, threatening to swallow the ship whole. When the storm finally subsided, leaving behind an eerie silence, Captain Markham was gone, vanished. The crew searched for days, their hope dwindling with each passing hour, but the captain was never found. Some say he was swept overboard by a rogue wave, his body claimed by the unforgiving depths. Others whisper of mutiny, of a crew driven mad by the isolation and turning on their captain. But there are those who know the Arctic's secrets, who tell a different story. They say that Captain Markham's obsession with the Arctic, his burning desire to conquer it, bound his soul to the icy wasteland. They say he walks the frozen plains to this day, a phantom explorer forever searching for the glory that eluded him in life. Many have claimed to see him, a solitary figure silhouetted against the blinding white, his ragged coat billowing in the wind. Some have even reported hearing his voice, a faint whisper carried on the icy breeze, calling out for a crew that is no longer there. Is it just the wind playing tricks on weary travelers? Or is it the restless spirit of Captain Markham, forever bound to the land that claimed him? The Arctic, dear viewers, holds its secrets close, and the truth, like the phantom explorer himself, remains elusive. Our journey into the heart of Arctic terror continues, dear viewers, with a tale of ambition gone astray, of a quest for knowledge that ended in chilling silence. This is the story of the Lost Expedition, a group of souls swallowed whole by the unforgiving Arctic wilderness, their whispers now carried on the icy wind. Picture, if you will, a time when the Arctic was an even greater enigma than it is today, a blank spot on the map that beckoned explorers and adventurers alike. It was into this frozen unknown that a group of intrepid souls, led by the renowned Professor Evelyn Sterling, ventured. Professor Sterling, a woman of fierce intellect and unwavering determination, sought to unlock the Arctic's secrets. She assembled a team of like-minded individuals, scientists and explorers all, each driven by a thirst for knowledge. Their vessel, the Polaris, was a testament to human ingenuity, designed to withstand the harshest conditions. They set sail with high hopes, their minds filled with visions of discovery, and their hearts filled with the spirit of adventure. The early days of the expedition were filled with promise. The Polaris cut through the icy waters with ease. Professor Sterling and her team meticulously documented their findings, but as the days turned into weeks, the Arctic began to reveal its true nature. The sun dipped below the horizon, plunging the expedition into an unending night. The temperature plummeted, turning the air itself into a weapon. The unforgiving cold began to take its toll on the expedition. Supplies dwindled, hope began to flicker, and the once bright spirits of the crew dimmed. Then one day, disaster struck. A massive ice floe slammed into the Polaris, crippling the ship. Stranded and facing dwindling supplies, Professor Sterling made the difficult decision to send a small group, including herself, out onto the ice in a desperate attempt to find help. They bundled themselves in furs and stepped out into the blinding white. They were never seen again. The remaining crew of the Polaris were eventually rescued by a passing whaling ship. But the fate of Professor Sterling and her team remained a mystery. Some say they succumbed to the cold, their bodies swallowed by the endless white. Others whisper of strange lights seen dancing in the distance, suggesting a fate far more unsettling. Whatever their end, the lost expedition serves as a chilling reminder of the Arctic's power. And some say that on the darkest of Arctic nights you can still hear them, the whispers of the lost expedition, forever searching for the answers they sought, forever lost in the frozen wasteland. Our final descent into the chilling depths of Arctic horror takes us to a place where the silence is almost deafening, where the air itself seems to crackle with unseen energy. This, dear viewers, is the story of the icebound ship, a vessel trapped in the Arctic's icy grip, its crew forever bound to its frozen decks. Imagine, if you can, a ship, not of wooden sail, but of ice and despair. This is the fate of the Borealis, a whaling vessel that dared to venture too far into the Arctic's icy embrace. The Borealis, a sturdy ship crewed by hardened men, set sail with dreams of returning home with their holds overflowing with whale oil, the lifeblood of the time. They were a superstitious lot, these whalers, with rituals and traditions meant to appease the ocean and ensure a safe voyage. But even their most fervent prayers couldn't have prepared them for what awaited them in the heart of the Arctic. It began subtly, a shift in the wind, a drop in temperature that sent chills down their spines. Then the ice began to close in, a slow, relentless advance that trapped the Borealis in its icy grip. Days turned into weeks, the sun a distant memory in the sky. The crew, trapped aboard their icebound prison, watched in horror as the once mighty Borealis groaned and creaked under the relentless pressure of the ice. Supplies dwindled, hope began to fade, and the men, hardened by years at sea, began to whisper of things unseen, of shadows that moved in the periphery, of voices carried on the wind. Then, one by one, they began to disappear. One moment they would be there, huddled around a meager fire, sharing stories and clinging to the last vestiges of hope. The next, they would be gone, vanished without a trace, leaving behind only the echo of their terror. Some say the men, driven mad by the isolation and despair, turned on each other, their desperation fueling a descent into cannibalism. Others whisper of creatures of the ice, monstrous beings that stalked the ship, picking off the crew one by one. But the truth, as always, remains elusive, shrouded in the same icy mist that claimed the lives of the Borealis's crew. The ship itself, frozen solid in the unforgiving grip of the Arctic, became a macabre monument to their demise. Some say that on the darkest of nights, when the aurora borealis dances across the sky, you can still see it. The icebound ship, its masts reaching skyward like skeletal fingers, its decks patrolled by the restless spirits of the crew, forever trapped in their icy purgatory. And the whispers on the wind, they say, carry the mournful cries of the lost souls of the Borealis, a chilling reminder of the Arctic's power and the price of venturing too far into its frozen embrace. The Arctic, a land of breathtaking beauty and unforgiving cruelty, holds countless tales within its frozen embrace. These are the tales of the frozen ghosts, spirits forever trapped in the Arctic's icy grip, their whispers carried on the wind, their stories etched in the very ice itself. If you enjoyed tonight's journey into the chilling depths of Arctic horror, be sure to leave a like and tell us in the comments which story chilled you to the bone. And for more tales of terror from the darkest corners of the world, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, dear viewers, stay warm and beware of the frozen ghosts. For the Arctic never forgets, and its icy grip can linger long after the story is told.